It's a really good challenge for the mind and the body and the breath. So you really have to just kind of dig deep, stay connected to the breath, keep your thoughts nice and gentle, but we'll make it fun too with some flow. So we're actually going to start in a seated position today. So just come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you, cross-legged or on your knees or whatever. And rest the hands on the knees and find a nice long spine. So sitting up really tall, reaching through the crown of the head, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, grounding down through the sitting bones, closing down the eyes. Let's just start to connect to the breath. A nice deep inhale, fill all the way up, expand the belly, lift the chest, little pause at the top, and then release it through the mouth. Let's just do one more like that. Big inhale through the nose and an open mouth exhale. Fill all the way up. Let it all go. Little pause at the bottom of the breath. Pull the belly button back toward the spine, engaging the core. Inhale through the nose. Close the lips, exhale through the nose. Connecting to our Ujjayi breath. Breath becomes slightly audible. Each breath becoming a little longer, a little deeper, a little slower with each inhale and each exhale. Just fully arrive on your mat, letting everything else go. Take a little mental scan of the body, feeling where we're holding on to tension or tightness or soreness. And just send your breath there. Three more breaths here. The shoulders have started to slouch or we started to hunch, just elongate again through the spine. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. With the eyes open or closed, let's start to warm up the spine. So inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, release to the right. Right hand, right elbow comes toward the floor. Reach that left arm up and across. Left shoulder stays in line with left hip and sitting bones stay grounded on the floor. Inhale back to center and exhale to the opposite side. Left hand, maybe left elbow comes to the floor. Reach up and across with the right fingertips. Right shoulder stays in line with the right hip. Inhale, back to center, both arms up overhead. Then we'll take the left hand to the right knee, right hand out behind for a twist. Keep the shoulders stacked right over the hips. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to deepen into the twist, taking the gaze out over the shoulder. Inhale back to center, both arms up overhead. Exhale to the opposite side, right hand to left knee, left hand out behind. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen into the twist, pressing into that hand, rotating from the base of the spine all the way through the crown of the head, gazing out over the shoulder. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, hands behind the back for chest expansion. Interlace the hands. Inhale, press the fists down, lift the chest, lift to the gaze, and hinging at the hips, forward fold, releasing the forehead down toward the floor. Inhale. Exhale. With a long straight spine, come all the way up. And release the hands, come over into a tabletop position, finding the shoulders right over the wrists and the hips right over the knees. Nice flat back for tabletop position. On the inhale, let's release the belly toward the floor, lift through the crown of the head and the tailbone. And exhale, we'll round, coming into cat pose. And again, with your breath, inhale. Exhale, round. Two more on your own. The inhale takes us to cow. The exhale rounds us to cat. Continue to lengthen the breath. Come back to tabletop position. Moving into spinal balance. Let's take that right arm forward, left leg back. Keep 2 hips in one line, bicep by the ear. Press back through the ball of the foot. Engage the core, pull the belly button back toward the spine. And then moving into swan, bend that left leg, take the foot from the inside, press the foot into the hand as we lift through the crown of the head, opening up through the chest. And then return to spinal balance. Keep that left leg lifted, right hand to the floor. Bring that left leg off to the side and tuck your right toes under. Press the hip back toward the heel and walk the hands forward. So you'll feel a nice stretch in your left inner thigh. Come all the way back up and we'll switch sides. Left arm forward, right leg back. Hold here, drawing the belly button back toward the spine. Pressing that right hip down in line with the left. And then for swan, bend the right leg, take the foot from the inside, start to press the foot into the hand as we reach and lift through the crown of the head, opening through the chest. And then extend back to spinal balance. Keep the right leg lifted, release the left hand to the floor. Right leg comes up to the side, heel behind the toe, tuck the left toes under, hip to heel. Walk the hands forward, release the forehead toward the floor. Walk yourself back up to tabletop position and curl both toes under. Hips high, downward facing dog. Start to pedal through the feet. Continue to stay nice and connected to the breath. Start to look toward the hands. Walk the feet to the front of the mat. Bring the feet to hip distance apart. Bend the legs, take opposite hand toward opposite elbow. Let the head dangle, start to sway side to side. Last breath here in ragdoll. Release the hands down toward the floor with feet at hip distance apart. Start to sit the hips low and lift the arms high for Utkatasana chair pose. Make sure that the sides of the feet are parallel to one another, parallel to the sides of the mat. Take one more breath here and exhale, hands through heart, forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back, monkey pose. Pause here for another breath. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, arms high. Exhale. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands through the heart, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Last time, saying hello and good morning to our legs. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands through heart, forward fold. On the next inhale, come all the way up to tall mountain. Encircle left wrist with right hand and side bend to the right. Left shoulder in line with left hip, core is nice and engaged. Inhale back through center, switch sides. Left hand around right wrist, side bend to the left, right shoulder in line with right hip. Inhale back through center, exhale, cactus the arms. Pull the elbows down, lift the chest, expand through the chest. Inhale, all the way up tall mountain, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. We'll put it all together now. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, side bend to the right. Breath to movement. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale through center. And exhale, forward fold, come down with a flat back. Inhale, halfway lift monkey. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step back plank pose. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward, lower down, elbows stay in, nice and slow with control. Inhale, low lift cobra. Peel the chest off the floor, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, release. Inhale, tuck the toes under, press up tabletop or plank. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. On the next inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Spin the back heel to the mat. Rise up to warrior one. Square up the hips. If we need to shorten the stance to make that happen, go ahead and do that. Bend as deeply as we can into that front leg. Square off the shoulders, reach through the fingertips. And really tighten up through this back leg. So quadricep is tightly engaged, tailbone's drawing down, fingertips are lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, release, hands to the floor, back heel lifts up. Step back plank pose and lower, this time chaturanga. Option to lower all the way down to the floor. Upward facing dog or cobra is our inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through low lunge. Spin your back heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. If we need to, we can give ourselves a little self-adjustment, drawing that left hip back, right hip forward, and then really press the back of the back foot down onto the floor. Tighten up through this back quad. Sink as low as we can into that front knee. Inhale. Exhale, release, hands to the floor. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Exhale, slowly lower down, halfway chaturanga. Option to take it all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, step or float. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hips low, arms high. Exhale, hands to your heart center, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, step or float back through chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're gonna do 3 more rounds of that sun salutation. We'll be picking up the pace. So work with your breath. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Immediately spin that back heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one, and your exhale is chaturanga. So hands to the floor, step back and lower down. So it's a pretty fast movement. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. You need to take the extra breath. Feel free to do that. Inhale, left leg high. We're just building some heat in the body. Exhale, low lunge. Spin that back heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. So hands release, heel lifts. Left foot steps back, we lower down. If you want to take Ekapada Chaturanga, keep that left leg lifted. Make it one long continuous movement. That's an option too. Inhale. Exhale. Look toward the front of your mat. Inhale, step or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Arms high, hips low. Exhale, forward fold. Monkey, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Step or float back. Lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right to the right side. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Spin that back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga at your own pace with the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Step through low lunge. Exhale. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Step or float to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, inhale. Uttanasana, exhale. Monkey, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, inhale, and Adho Mukha, exhale. Right side, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Back heel spins down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. At your pace with the rhythm of your breath. If you need to speed it up or slow it down, feel free to do that. Exhale, down dog. Left leg, inhale. Step through, exhale. Warrior one, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Great job, everyone. Inhale. Exhale, and just one more round. So look forward, step or float to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Chair, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Monkey, inhale. And Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg, inhale. Step through, low lunge, exhale. Warrior one, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Warrior one, inhale, rise up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. All right, hopefully we've accomplished our mission out of your head into your body, nice and warm. You're gonna take a couple of stretches. So come down onto your knees. Just gonna get the body nice and warm. We're gonna come into hero pose, so just roll your calves out of the way. Sit the hips between the heels. Hands to the thighs, sit up nice and tall. Head right over the shoulders, over the hips. Stay here or recline. Just want to feel a nice stretch in your quadriceps. We're going to be really working the quads today. So we're going to stretch and strengthen. Keep the legs nice and warm. You can come down onto your elbows. You can come all the way down onto the back. Three more breaths. Last full breath, inhale. And exhale. If you're reclined, start to press your way up. We'll keep the left leg just as it is. Extend that right leg out in front. Ground down through the sitting bones. Really active in the right quad, toes point straight up. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Hinge at the hips, forward folding. Half hero, forward fold. Feel a nice stretch in your low back. You can have that right hand to the right for support if you feel like you're rolling off to the side. Otherwise, hands are reaching toward that foot. Last, inhale. Exhale. And release from the fold. If it's accessible, right foot to left hip. If it's not accessible, right foot to left inner thigh. Twisting, so shoulders stay right over the hips. Start to twist to the right, left hand to right knee, maybe right hand toward the right toe for the bind, just optional. Keep rolling that shoulder open, sitting up nice and tall. Breathe deep, really detoxifying posture. Start to draw the belly button back toward the spine. Engage the core as we complete the exhale. Unwind. We're gonna take half hero, forward fold on the other side. So draw that left or that right foot back into half hero. Left foot extends out in front. Active in the quad, not just hanging out here. Toes pointing straight up. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And then start to hinge forward, reaching hands toward the foot. Again, optional to take that left hand to the floor if we feel like we're rolling off. We do want sitting bones in contact with the floor at all times. Inhale. Complete the exhale. Release from the fold. Left foot to right hip if it's accessible, otherwise left foot to right inner thigh. This side could be different, that's perfectly fine. Shoulders right over the hips, just twist from the base of the spine, looking out over the left shoulder, right hand to left knee. Take that left hand toward the left toes if we'd like to take a bind. Stay really active in the breath here. Gets lots of benefits. As we breathe, the belly expands. As we exhale, the belly contracts, pulling that belly button back toward the spine. So complete the exhale, and then release from the twist. Go ahead and cross over the ankles and return to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Inhale. Exhale. All right, inhale. Look forward toward your hand. Step or float forward. Exhale, release to forward fold. All right, so we're gonna be holding chair here for a minute. A couple different arm variations. If you have back issues, take your feet to hip distance apart. If you do not have back issues, you can take the feet together. Little space between the toes. On the inhale, sit low, sweep the arms up. Option to connect the palms if the shoulders aren't too tight. Otherwise, hands are gonna be at shoulder distance apart. You just start to spiral those pinky fingers in, so we start to broaden through the upper back. Good, really nice. Hold here. Nice deep breathing. Inhale. As we exhale, sweep the arms back, keep the heels on the floor. Squeeze pinky fingers towards each other. Triceps are nice and engaged, chest stays lifted. Really nice, Susan, looks good. Great alignment. Shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those shoulder blades together, building a ton of heat in the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms back and lift the heels this time. Inhale. Okay, now exhale, release the heels to the floor. Inhale, arms sweep up and right foot kicks forward. Heel hovers over the floor. Flex that quad. Last inhale, I'm shaking like a leaf. Exhale, sweep the arms back, both feet to the floor. Last side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Left leg kicks forward, heel hovers. Keep those knees right in line with each other. This left quad is so, so tight. Exhale, foot to the floor, sweep the arms back. Inhale, tall mountain, come all the way up. Ah, yay. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Vinyasa if you choose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot to the outside of the right hand. Bring that left knee down toward the floor and let's just get a little stretch. So bend that left leg, take the right foot to the inside of the right hand to the inside of the left foot. You can take a twist if you'd like, starting to look back toward the toes, or you can keep your shoulders squared to the front. Exhale, release that right foot down. Plant the hands. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, open the hip, bend the leg. Inhale, square out the hips, straighten the leg. Look toward your hands. 3 hops forward. So we're building a little power in this left leg. 1, 2, 3. To the front of your mat. Release forehead toward the floor. Standing splits, right leg high. Keep those hips squared. Engage through your right quad. Now engage through your right hamstring. Lift your leg a little bit higher. And then very lightly step back, low lunge. Inhale, bring the fingertips to hover off the floor. Really strong low lunge, okay? Legs are nice and engaged. Alignment with that left knee over the left ankle. And then very slowly, without moving the legs, lift the arms. Hold here in crescent pose. Engage through that back leg. Draw the tailbone down, shoulders stacked right over the hips. All right, inhale here. Exhale, bring that right knee to hover over the floor. Cactus the arms, bring them to a goalpost position. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Power in that back leg, come back to crescent lunge. Exhale, low lunge. Step back vinyasa if you choose, plank pose, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg lifts, inhale. Left foot to the outside of the left hand, exhale. Bring that right knee to the floor, bend the right leg, take the left hand to the inside of the right foot. Option to twist, open it up, or stay squared off in the shoulders. Continue to draw that left heel in. Stretch for your quadricep here. Gentle release of the right foot to the floor. Plant your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Inhale, left leg lifts. 3-legged dog. Exhale, open that hip, bend the leg. Inhale, square off the hips, straighten the leg. Look at your hands. 3 hops on the right leg forward. Get some power. 1, 2, 3. To the front of your mat. Release forehead toward the floor. Lift that left leg high. Standing splits. Engage so much through your left quadricep that your leg is becoming straighter and straighter and straighter. And then engage through your hamstring so your leg is lifting higher and higher and higher. And then exhale, step lightly back, low lunge. Strong low lunge, lift the fingertips off the floor to hover so your heart is shining forward. Good, and then back heel off the floor. Perfect. Keeping the legs just as they are, start to rise up, crescent lunge. Find those wrists right over the shoulders, shoulders right over the hips, draw that tailbone down, and then engage that left quad so leg gets straighter, straighter, straighter. Get low in that front leg. Steady your mind, steady your breath. Inhale here. Exhale, dip that knee down to the floor, bring your arms to cactus. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Power up, press up. Crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale, low lunge. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, inhale the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. We're just gonna visit crescent this time. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, cactus the arm, just dip the knee. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Okay, settle in, warrior 2. Find your alignment first, get nice and strong in your legs, get really low in your lunge, and then commit to the pose. Try and find a little bit of stillness. Get your gaze really soft. If you even feel super balanced, you can close your eyes for a brief moment. Continue to draw that right knee toward the right pinky toe. So you're really strong, your muscles are working really hard, but you're steady, still, and calm. Two more breaths. Five-pointed star is your inhale. Open it up, toes point out, arms straight up, palms face out. And exhale, we're gonna take moon god. So get low in your legs and then bring the elbows in. Squeeze your shoulder blades tight, palms face out. Good, really nice. Glutes are engaged. Just squeeze those shoulder blades, opening through the chest. So good for the body. Okay, so the transition from moon god, we're gonna come back to crescent. So your left hand is gonna sweep down. You're gonna face the front of your mat and both arms are gonna come up. Good, really nice. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step back plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, rise up to crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Get really nice, strong, and safe alignment first. Should be able to see that big toe when we glance down. Shoulders and hips are open to the side. Shoulders are rolled away from the ears. We're active through the fingertips. Okay, right quad, tighten it up. Should be tight as a rock. Glutes are engaged. Now soften the mind. Steady in the pose. Let the jaw be relaxed. If you forgot about your core, engage your core. That'll help you. It should not just all be legs, okay? We're strong, our whole body. All right, inhale, 5-pointed star. Open it up, straighten out those legs. Exhale, moon guided. This is just a transition. Sink low, and then inhale, crescent lunge back to the front of your mat. Just spin that back heel up. Stretch. Exhale, low lunge. Step back plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Walk your feet in about a foot. Keep your toes and your heels connected. Look back at your toes. And what I want you to do is squat back and bring your knees wide. Good, okay. From this position, you're gonna start to look at your hands. We're gonna do some little froggy hops. So really good, building power in our legs. We want the shoulders to come over the wrists as we hop up. Okay, so 5 hops. Get some power in your legs. 1, 2, 3, maybe get a little hang time. 4, 5. Come back, now look at your hands. Good job, everyone. And then just hop feet outside the hands. Beautiful. So coming into Malasana garland pose, bring elbows to the knees, hands to the heart, shoulders away from the ears. Nice long spine. Steady the breath. So awesome stretch for the hips, the pelvis. Working on a little spinal strength as well. Flexibility in the ankles and the calves. Last breath. Okay, we continue to build a little heat in the legs. So you're gonna bring your heels behind your toes. Elbows stay connected to the knees. Well, your toes will have just a slight angle, okay? We're gonna bring our hips up, torso parallel to the floor. Good, hands at heart. Okay, lower. And then lift and just come parallel to the earth, okay? So now we're gonna build a lot of heat in the hips. Lift and lower. Keep the head in line with the spine as we lift and lower. Just 3 more. Last one. Should feel a lot of heat in those hips. Yeah. Bring your hands to the mat. You can step or hop back through chaturanga if you want. We're gonna hold high cobra. So release the hips to the floor, okay, as opposed to upward facing dog where we're lifted, release. So feel like a really nice stretch to your hip flexors, your quads. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Lift through the crown of the head. Enjoy that breeze. One more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take the right leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Rise up, inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, moon god. Inhale, crescent lunge to the front of your mat. Exhale, knee dip, cactus the arms. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Exhale, airplane, step forward, arms sweep back. Hold here. Squeeze those triceps, shoulder blades, reaching toward one another. Press back through the ball of that foot. Inhale, standing staff. Sweep that left leg through. Arms up overhead. Shoulders are stacked right over the hips. And then option here, working the quadricep muscle. Start to extend that leg straight, really tight. One more inhale. Shaking leg is good. Exhale, standing split. Look back toward your toes. Make sure all 5 toes are pointing toward the floor. And exhale, step back. Low lunge. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, five-pointed. Exhale, moon god. Inhale, spin to the front of your mat, crescent. Exhale, dip that knee, cactus the arms. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, airplane, step forward, sweep those arms back. Squeeze your triceps. Imagine you have a little nut between your shoulder blades, squeeze it, crush it. All right, inhale, standing staff. Perfectly fine to keep that right leg bent. Working on our balance, tight left quad. Option to straighten that leg. Just feel your quad working really hard to work that leg straight. Inhale. Exhale, standing split. All 5 toes pointed down. Engage the quad to straighten the leg. Engage the hamstring to lift the leg. Inhale. And exhale, step back. Low lunge. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. All right, come to a seat. Finally, what we've all been waiting for, core work. Our big break. All right, we're gonna get our legs involved in our core work today. So go ahead and make your way onto your back when you're ready. Go ahead and take the palms of the hands by the hips, and you can even lift your hips and just slide your thumbs slightly under. Not all the way, just slightly. Then go ahead and extend those legs straight up toward the ceiling. Work towards straight legs. I want the legs engaged and involved in this exercise. Press your low back down onto the floor and work your best toward keeping it flat to the floor. Okay, it's gonna wanna arch up, just keep pressing it back down. Okay, bring your legs slightly forward. Hold here. Bring your legs halfway. Hold here. Press that low back down. Engage through the quads. Bring your legs to hover. Ooh, press that low back down. Just feel your belly fire if you do. All right, in reverse, bring your legs halfway up. Oh, geez. Straighten through the legs, press the low back down. Okay, slightly further up. And all the way up. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Give it a rest, pull the knees in. Ooh, that's a hard one. All right, extend those legs back up overhead, and then bring your arms to capital T, palms face down. Option, 90 degrees in the legs. Slowly start to bring your legs to the right. Slow with control. Keep your shoulders flat to the floor. Bring those legs all the way to hover. And slowly make your way back through center. And we'll take it to the left. Slow with control. Keep that right shoulder glued on the floor. All the way back up. Hug the knees back into the chest once you've arrived at center. All right, last thing we're gonna do here is some really slow bicycle sit-ups because I want you to focus. The core is obviously gonna be working. Focus on your legs. So go ahead and lift your shoulders and head off the floor. Interlace your fingers around the back of your head and then extend that left leg long, straight, tight quad. Bring that left elbow to the right knee, hold here. Okay, and then switch it out. Get that leg as straight as possible. Right elbow to left knee, hold here. Okay, now option to have both legs straight, and then we're just gonna switch, or you can do traditional bicycle sit-ups with the legs bent. This is 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug them in. And just stretch it out. Big stretch. Breathe into your belly. One more big breath here. And take a rock on the spine. One more time, roll through to high cobra so you can stretch it out again. And just let the hips release toward the floor, reach to the crown of the head. Okay, back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step through low lunge. Rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale, back to our flow here. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, moon god. Inhale, crescent to the front. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, standing staff. Exhale, standing pigeon. Left ankle over right knee, hands to the heart. Sit low. Lift the shoulders over the hips. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. Back to that real nice heat building chair position in the right leg with the hip stretch bonus. All right, for your last couple breaths, option to twist. You do not have to take the option. Left elbow to the sole of the left foot. Ooh, lucky me, I have a pole. Draw the hands back to the heart. All right, our release is gonna be chair. So take that left foot to the floor, lift the arms up high, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, monkey, optional vinyasa. Dog inhale, down dog, exhale, same leg, right leg high, half pigeon. Sweep that leg through, extend that back leg straight out behind, lift, inhale, lower, exhale. It's gonna be a shorter pigeon hold. 3 breaths, inhale. Two more. Last inhale here. Exhale. Press up onto the hands. Inhale, right leg high. Keep that right leg high. Look toward your hands. Hop your foot forward. 1, and then just 2. Hold here. So your foot's not all the way at the front of the mat. Take a nice bend that left leg. And then 3 handstand kicks. 1, your shoulders are already over your wrists. 2, 3, okay, step back, low lunge. Good. Step back, plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Dog inhale, down dog, exhale. Building all that power in the legs. Eventually that handstand is gonna be a nice, easy kick up. Okay, on the other side, left leg high, inhale. Step through, low lunge, exhale. Back to our flow, inhale, crescent. Breath to movement at your pace. You know where we're going. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, moon god. Elbows in, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, crescent lunge. Sweep that. The arms forward, heel off the floor, exhale, airplane. Inhale, standing staff, right leg up and through. Exhale, standing pigeon, right ankle crosses over the left knee. Sink down, hands to heart, shoulders over hips, toes flex back toward the knee. Focus, breathe steady. Fully present in your body and your breath, just feel what's happening. Option last couple breaths to twist. Right elbow comes to the sole of the right foot. Hands draw back toward the heart. Our release is chair, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Monkey inhale, chaturanga exhale, optional. Bird facing dog inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, same leg. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, half pigeon. Get yourself into a comfortable position. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, release. 3 breaths. Last inhale here. Nice slow, long exhale. Come back up onto the hands. Tuck the back toes under, inhale, left leg high. Hold here. Look toward your hands. Hop twice toward your hands, not all the way to the front. 1, 2. Get the shoulders right over the wrists first. Look past your hands. 3 handstand hop kicks. 1, 2, 3. Step back through low lunge or chaturanga. Or chaturanga. Somewhere on the way. Inhale. Exhale. All right, right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. And exhale, standing straddle splits. Take those heels behind the toes, reach through the fingertips, hinge at the hips. Just get a nice hamstring stretch here. So to really let the hamstrings go, we're gonna engage through the quads, so the legs are gonna stay nice and tight, the hips are gonna lift higher, we're gonna spread the sitting bones, then find a nice long spine, head coming down toward the floor. So if your head already reaches the floor, it's always good to bring your stance in a little bit more so that you have more room to lengthen through the spine. Okay, don't hang out in the legs, quads are engaged. Last breath. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Vinyasa optional. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Step through. Rise up crescent. Warrior 2. 5-pointed star. And Prasarita. Heels behind toes, come all the way down. Just gonna take an upper back stretch now. So heel toe your feet in twice. Bend your legs, wrap your arms around the inside of your legs, hold onto the ankles and start to straighten the legs. You should feel a really nice stretch in your upper back and your shoulders. Last breath here. Release your hands out from inside your feet. Walk your hands toward the front of your mat. Vinyasa, optional. Look forward toward your hand step or float through to a seat. Find staff pose first, so we're just gonna extend the legs long. Clear your sitting bones. Engage your legs. All 10 toes point toward the ceiling. Find a nice tall spine. Shoulders are right over the hips. Hands can rest on the thighs or be at your side. Okay, Dandasana staff pose. This is a great pose to practice at home anytime you're sitting around because this works all the postural muscles in your back. Quads should be nice and engaged. You should feel like your body is working in this pose. Then let's reach both arms up overhead and get the hamstring stretch for Paschimottanasana. Start hinging at the hips, reaching toward the toes. We can have hands resting on thighs, calves, ankles, or feet. Shoulders away from the ears. We worked our legs really hard. We want to give them some nice stretches. Three more breaths. Let each exhale take you a little bit deeper, even if it's barely visible to the eye. Just deepen into the breath, deepen into the body. This is where the change happens. Your muscles are nice and warm, they're nice and engaged. Excellent, release from the fold. Let's take the inner thigh stretch, take the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose, hands around the ankles, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Start to hinge forward at the hips with a nice long spine, pressing the elbows down into the knees, reaching through the crown of the head. Last breath here. Come all the way back up. We're going to take a seated twist, half Lord of the Fishes. So bring that left knee and point it toward the front of your mat. Right foot is going to come up and over the left knee. So this will be a nice stretch to your glute as well. Shoulders over hips. Reach that left arm up overhead, left elbow hooks to the outside of the right knee, palm faces out. Start to look out over that right shoulder. Feel free to bind. You can take a half bind or a full bind if you'd like to. And that nice deep belly breathing. Maximizing the benefits of this detoxifying twist. Release from the twist and we'll switch it out. So right knee is going to face toward the front of your mat. Left foot is going to come up and over the right knee. Sitting bones stay grounded. Left hand out behind left hip. Right arm up and over. Right elbow hooks to the outside of that right knee. Last breath. Unwind from the twist. Both feet come flat to the floor. Start to slowly lower down onto your back. Lift both feet off the floor. Separate your knees and feet for happy baby pose. Holding on to the outer inner edges of the feet, maybe the toes. Give yourself a spinal massage, rocking side to side. If you want a little more inner thigh stretch, you can bend and straighten one leg at a time, maybe both legs at the same time. Just make it yours. Draw the knees into the chest. Final squeeze. Anything else you'd like to take before Shavasana? Feel free to do that now. If you like taking a supine twist, you're welcome to. And take your time making your way towards Shavasana. The monkeys are here to greet us. Settle into your Shavasana. Let your body be really heavy. Feet will fall open, palms will face up. Just as we did at the beginning of class, take a little body scan, starting from your toes, working your way up, releasing any tension or tightness that you're holding on to. Really try and soften all parts of the body, especially when you make your way up towards your face. Soften your jaw and your forehead, where we hold a lot of tension. These last few moments are yours, so try and just be present here on your mat. Slowly start to bring awareness back into the body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling the wrists and ankles, working your way toward a full body stretch, reaching arms up overhead, stretching fingertips to toes, and rolling your way onto your side, the knees toward the chest, cradling the head and the arm. Just take this final moment here to acknowledge your practice and gratitude for this time in this space. Set an intention for your day and slowly make your way toward a seat. We'll close our practice with one breath together. Draw the hands to the heart. Take an inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Hold it. Let it go through the mouth. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. Namaste.